Your neighbor is talking about a secret in a way you never expected. They said you look, but what comes next will shock you completely. Right now, while you're watching this video, your neighbor has been having conversations about you. Not just small talk or casual mentions, deep, detailed discussions about your appearance that go way beyond normal neighborly observations. They've been sharing thoughts about you that they would never say to your face. Comments that reveal what they really think when they see you every day. This isn't random gossip. There's a specific reason why your neighbor focuses on how you look. And what they've been saying will change everything you thought you knew about them. This information came to light in a way no one expected. Your neighbor has been more careless with their words lately, speaking freely when they thought no one was listening. Have you noticed your neighbor acting different around you recently? Maybe they seem more nervous or avoid eye contact. Perhaps they watch you more closely when you're outside. These aren't coincidences. Their behavior has changed because they've been carrying these secret thoughts about your appearance. The weight of what they really think is affecting how they act around you. You might have sensed something was off, but couldn't put your finger on it. That strange feeling when they wave hello. The way conversations feel forced or awkward. Your instincts were right. There has been something beneath the surface, something they've been hiding behind polite smiles and neighborly small talk. Those uncomfortable moments make perfect sense now that the truth is coming to light. What your neighbor has been saying matters more than you realize. These aren't just harmless comments between friends. Their observations about your appearance connect to deeper thoughts about who you are as a person. Every time you step outside your home, your neighbor sees you differently than you see yourself. They notice details you don't even think about, and they've been sharing these details with others in ways that could affect your reputation. This secret affects your daily peace of mind and safety. When someone watches you this closely and talks about it with others, it creates an energy around your home that you can feel without understanding why. The conversations have been going on longer than you might think. What started as casual observations has grown into something much more significant. If you don't know what's really being said, you can't protect yourself or understand why things feel strange between you. The truth will set you free from the confusion. You've been feeling like this video right now to unlock the truth about what your neighbor really thinks about your appearance. Your neighbor has been watching you far more carefully than any normal neighbor should. Every time you leave your house, they take note of what you're wearing, how you look, and even how you carry yourself. They've been doing this for months, maybe even years. What started as casual glances has become a daily routine of observation and analysis. The conversations began innocently enough. Your neighbor would mention to their friends or family how you always dress a certain way, or how you look tired some mornings, or how you seem to take extra care with your appearance on certain days. But these comments have evolved into something much more detailed and personal. Your neighbor has opinions about your style choices, your physical features, and even your confidence level. They discuss whether you seem happy or sad based on how you look when you step outside. What's most surprising is how much attention they pay to changes in your appearance. They notice when you get a haircut before anyone else does. They comment on new clothes you buy. They even have thoughts about your weight changes that they share with others. The reason they're so focused on your appearance isn't what you might expect. It's not just curiosity or boredom. There's a deeper emotional connection to why they watch you so closely and feel the need to talk about what they see. Your neighbor has developed strong feelings about you based on these daily observations. These feelings drive them to keep watching and keep talking about what they notice. Type reveal in the comments to continue, unlocking what your neighbor has been secretly saying about you. The specific things your neighbor says about how you look would surprise you completely. They don't just make general comments. They go into detail about your facial expressions, your posture, and even the way you walk. These conversations happen most often when your neighbor is talking to their closest friend or family member, someone they trust with personal thoughts and observations. They feel safe sharing these detailed opinions about your appearance. Your neighbor has told others that you have a certain look in your eyes when you're stressed. They've described exactly how your shoulders change position when you're in a hurry. They even notice and comment on how your skin looks different on some days compared to others. What makes this even more intense is that your neighbor compares your appearance to other people in the neighborhood. They've made statements about how you look better or worse than certain neighbors. These comparisons reveal how much mental energy they spend thinking about your appearance. The conversations always happen when they think you're safely inside your home. Your neighbor feels free to express their real thoughts because they believe you'll never find out what they're saying. But here's what's most shocking about these discussions. Your neighbor doesn't just talk about how you look physically. They connect your appearance to judgments about your personality, your lifestyle, and even your relationships. When you look tired, they speculate about problems in your personal life. When you dress nicely, they wonder who you're trying to impress. Your neighbor has created an entire story about who you are based on how you look each day. This goes far beyond normal neighborly awareness. Your neighbor has become emotionally invested in understanding you through your appearance. If you want to discover the most shocking details about what your neighbor really said, you can support this revelation with super thanks of $5, $10, $20 or more. Higher support levels unlock the most private thoughts your neighbor has shared about how you look that will completely change how you see this relationship. Type 1 to 11 in the comments right now to unlock the deepest level of what your neighbor has been secretly sharing about your appearance. The most shocking part of what your neighbor said will completely change how you understand your relationship with them. Their comments about your appearance aren't just observations. They come from a place of deep emotional reaction to you as a person. Your neighbor told someone close to them that you have the kind of look that makes them feel a certain way. Whether that feeling is attraction, jealousy, concern, or something else entirely depends on your specific situation. But the feeling is strong enough that they can't stop talking about it. This explains why their behavior around you has felt strange or intense. When someone has powerful emotional reactions to how you look, it affects every interaction you have with them. The polite conversations at the mailbox hide much deeper thoughts and feelings. Your neighbor has been struggling with these feelings about your appearance for a long time. They've tried to keep their thoughts private, but the emotions are too strong to contain completely. This is why they end up sharing their observations with others. The specific words they use to describe how you look reveal exactly what kind of emotional impact you have on them. These aren't casual comments about a neighbor's appearance. These are the words of someone who thinks about you far more than they should. What your neighbor said also reveals their true personality. The way they talk about your appearance when they think you can't hear shows who they really are beneath the friendly neighbor mask. Some of their comments might actually be complimentary in ways you never expected, but others might reveal jealousy, judgment, or even inappropriate interest that crosses normal boundary lines. The truth is that your neighbor sees you as much more than just the person who lives next door. You've become someone who occupies their thoughts in ways that go beyond normal neighborly awareness. Type truth in the comments to get complete clarity on exactly what your neighbor has been saying. The reason your neighbor feels so strongly about your appearance connects to their own personal struggles and insecurities. When they look at you, they see something that triggers deep emotions about themselves and their own life. This has been building for much longer than you realized. Your neighbor's interest in how you look started the very first time they saw you. Something about your appearance caught their attention in a way that created a lasting impression. Over time, watching you become part of their daily routine, they would time their own activities to catch glimpses of you leaving or returning home. Your appearance became a regular part of their day that they looked forward to or worried about. The conversations about how you look happen because your neighbor needs to process the strong feelings you create in them. Talking about your appearance helps them deal with whatever emotions you stir up. Recent changes in their behavior make more sense now. If they've been avoiding you or seeking you out more often, it's because their feelings about your appearance have grown stronger. The emotional impact you have on them has become harder to ignore. Your neighbor's comments reveal whether they see you as a threat, a source of inspiration, or something else entirely. The way they describe your appearance shows their true emotional state when they think about you. What they say about how you look also reveals what they wish they could say directly to you. These secret conversations contain thoughts they believe they can never share face to. Faced understanding this gives you power over the other, strange energy you felt between you and your neighbor, to access the most private and revealing details about what your neighbor said about your appearance. Show your support with super thanks of $5, $10, $20 or more. Premium support unlocks the exact words your neighbor used and the full context of these secret conversations about how you look. Type 777. Right now to unlock the final layer of your neighbor's most secret thoughts about your appearance. The complete truth about what your neighbor said will finally explain everything you've sensed but couldn't understand. Their exact words about your appearance reveal the full depth of their emotional connection to you. When your neighbor described how you look, they use language that shows deep personal investment in your daily life. They don't just see your appearance. They feel affected by it in ways that influence their mood and energy each day. The conversations happen with multiple people in your neighbor's life. Family members, close friends, and even co-workers have heard detailed descriptions of how you look. Your appearance has become a regular topic of discussion in your neighbor's social circle. Your neighbor's behavior, when they think you can't see them, is completely different from how they act during face-to-face conversations. The real personality comes out when they believe they're unobserved. Their true feelings about your appearance show in their unguarded moments. What they said reveals whether their interest in your appearance comes from admiration, concern, attraction, or something darker. The specific words they chose show their true intentions and feelings. This knowledge explains the energy you feel around your home and why interactions with this neighbor have felt charged or uncomfortable. When someone thinks about your appearance as much as your neighbor does, it creates a spiritual and emotional connection, whether you want it or not. Your neighbor's secret thoughts about how you look have been affecting your daily peace and comfort in your own space. Now that you know the truth, you can decide how to handle this relationship moving forward. The power is now in your hands because you understand what has been hidden from you. Type complete in the comments right now to seal your understanding and integrate this powerful knowledge about your neighbor's secret thoughts. Now, you know the complete truth about what your neighbor has been secretly saying about your appearance. This knowledge puts you in control of a situation that was affecting you without your awareness. Understanding their true thoughts explains the strange energy you felt around your home. Those uncomfortable moments and odd interactions finally make sense. You weren't imagining things. Your instincts were picking up on their hidden focus on you. This revelation empowers you to make informed decisions about future interactions with this neighbor. You can choose to address the situation directly, set boundaries, or simply be aware of their true feelings when you see them. Knowledge is protection. Now that you understand what has been happening behind the scenes, you can navigate this relationship with confidence and clarity instead of confusion and uncertainty. Type sealed to lock in this new awareness and protect your energy from hidden neighbor influences.